The budget cuts are not only getting rid of important staff, they are also negatively affecting important student services. Last Tuesday, May 6th, I attended a demonstration sponsored by UPTE. UPTE stands for University Technicians and Professional Employees. The local chapter of UPTE was holding an informational picket in honor of their fellow UPTE members in Berkeley, who were actually striking on that day. Spoke to Phil Johnson, president of the local chapter, and asked him to describe the working conditions they were demonstrating against.
If you want quality research and quality instruction and whatnot at UCSC and at all the UC campuses, you need to pay living wages to people who are actually supporting that effort. And that hasn't been happening, and that's not just true for UPTE, it's true for all the unions.
Like UPTE, AFT, the Librarians Union, has been going through some difficult times. McHenry librarian Ken Lyons informed me about the conditions that they are struggling against.
The student FTE has gone up over the years, and in fact has, I guess, doubled in the last maybe 15 years or so. There are fewer librarians and staff to serve per student to serve the campus.
Mike Rotkin, a lecturer and mediator on behalf of the AFT, gave me more details about librarian working conditions.
The result of the cuts to the libraries are that there are people being laid off. It's harder to fill in positions when there are vacancies. The libraries have had a recruitment and a retention problem for a long time. And as a result, basically there are fewer librarians around to do the work, and the services provided to students, faculty, staff are a lot less than they should be if the library were adequately funded.
Though not allowed to disclose specific information about mediation meetings, Mike did have something to say about the progress of the negotiations.
And the university seems to have money for the things they want to spend it on, for the top executives, for golden parachutes, for the people at the top, but apparently not for the people that do the actual teaching work, the work in the libraries, the people that do student services. So the librarians share a problem with a lot of other UC employees. They're being treated pretty shabbily, and at this point the university is not really bargaining with us seriously.
During a very brief interview with Chancellor George Blumenthal at the Staff Appreciation Picnic this past Tuesday, I asked him what he thought about the criticism regarding the budget cuts and how many felt that they were being targeted. To this he replied, "Everyone's feeling the heat of this economic crisis, and the state has made a lot of cuts to its budget. This means we're getting less money and we have to make the best of it. These cuts are necessary in order for all the departments to have equal share of what we get, so that the University of California is able to continue its mission of affordable quality education." This was Vilma Serrano updating you on the budget cuts and how they're going to affect you. Now, back to the studio.
Thanks, Vilma. Good evening. This is Tim Stone with the Mid-Show Report. On Saturday, May 23rd, the Santa Cruz AIDS Project will be holding a food drive at the recently opened New Leaf on the west side. SCAP will be accepting any food, preferably non-perishables with high nutritional value. SCAP says that if you'll eat it in the dorms, they'll take it. So get a little extra on your next grocery run and stop by New Leaf on Saturday. On another note, it seems that the weather in Santa Cruz has decided to be sunny for the next couple of days, even though not long ago, people were pulling out their winter jackets and rain boots. How has the weather been affecting not only our wardrobes, but also our environmental problems? Here's Crystal Calderon with the story.
Hi, I'm Crystal Calderon from BSN News, here to do a commentary on the weather. Lately in Santa Cruz, it's been kind of hot, kind of cold, kind of rainy, and kind of foggy. Let's see what other students have to think about it.
Oh my god, it's so hot. I feel like I'm melting right now, and the weather in Santa Cruz is really weird for the fact that like yesterday or the day before it was really cold, and then like out of nowhere it gets really hot, so it's like we don't know when it's gonna be hot or when it's gonna be cold, and maybe we'll get sick with all this bad weather. Well, it's really nice, but it's really hot.
It's been terrible on my sinuses. I've been getting colds a lot for the past couple of weeks. It's really been messing up my sinuses. I got a nosebleed the other day thanks to the barometric pressure. It's been bad. It's been rough on my body. I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and the weather here is a lot hotter. Right now it's like 70 degrees in Pittsburgh. It's a lot more temperate in Pittsburgh compared to here. This is much more. I mean, Santa Cruz isn't necessarily in the desert, but I mean, California is kind of one giant desert. I don't know, Pittsburgh gets a lot hotter, like, in the middle of the summer, though, than Santa Cruz. Santa Cruz never really goes above, like, I don't know, 90 usually. Like that's not really that normal. Whereas like Pittsburgh, it's been known to go like 100, 105. We also have colder winters. Like here, it never really got below 50, whereas like it snows a lot in Pittsburgh.
Hopefully in Santa Cruz it doesn't rain anymore and stays sunny. That way we can all enjoy the beach and the forest. Back to you, BSN.
Thanks, Crystal. In typical Santa Cruz fashion, UCSC has been recognized as a green power by the Environmental Protection Agency. UCSC now has 100% green power generated from renewable resources such as solar, wind, geothermal, biomass, and low-impact hydropower. That's it for the Mid-Show Report. Back to you, Sky.
Thanks, Tim. That's it for this episode of Banana Slug News.
For more information, check us out online at www.bananaslugnews.org.
And if you really love your Banana Slug News team, get out there and show your support for our sponsor, the Community Studies Department. Good news and good night.